So how do you monitor a strategic plan? So this is a great question. And I mean, monitor, you get what you inspect. That's what they say. You get what you inspect. So monitoring a strategic plan is about setting up regular review points. So maybe it's weekly, maybe it's monthly, quarterly, annually, and you keep an eye out for opportunities, right? What you really want to do is, determine how effective is the plan so far. Is it allocating resources according to the plan? Are you getting the results that you hope for, right? That's kind of how you monitor it. You have to set up measurement in place. So this is part of where business intelligence comes into play. And what I mean by that is we've identified 8 critical success factors that are they're critically important to the success of small and medium-sized businesses. And one of them is called business intelligence. This is a video about for strategic planning, but how do you monitor strategic planning? You have to set up business intelligence systems, and those are feedback loops. So like we talked about, having a regular review date, right? Whether it's weekly, quarterly, whatever, right? You need the feedback loops, and these feedback loops need to include lagging and leading measurements, KPIs, key performance indicators. So what does that mean? So, maybe, for example, you're trying to determine success based on sales. Well, sales is a lagging factor because a lot of work has to be done before you get the sale. So maybe you want to try a leading factor. Some leading factors might be, engagement on your advertisements. Are people positively engaged with it or negatively engaged with your advertisements? People think it's spammy, or do people love it, like it, share it, they're enthused? Another one might be client satisfaction. Client satisfaction is the best thing you can do to create word of mouth, referrals, and repeat sales. But they have to be satisfied before they're going to give you word of mouth, before they're going to come back and buy more, right? So that's a leading factor, whereas the sale would happen after. So how do you monitor a strategic plan? You have to set up business intelligence feedback loops. You have to have tracking in place and regular review points. And you have to know whether the plan is whether it's going well or not, if you're on track or not. So that's kind of how you would review a strategy. I mean, I used in another video the analogy of a road trip. It would be pretty easy if you had a map and you had the destination marked and where you were marked, and you wrote on it, going old school, but it was a paper map, and you marked it with pen. It would be easy for you to just kind of take a look at where you are and ask people around, hey, what town am I in, if you didn't know, and measure, are we on course? How long do we expect it to take us to get here, right? What's our progress? You can create all sorts of tools. You create a progress bar, you can have a checklist. There's a lot of different ways to monitor it, and that's kind of up to you. But overall, it's about setting up feedback loops and where you're monitoring leading and lagging factors.